Hi, me doll. Did you know your Fire Stick is hiding a secret code that unlocks thousands of free movies, TV shows, and live events? Most people have no idea their device is capable of 10 times more entertainment than what they're currently getting. Your Amazon Fire Stick or Android TV has way more potential than you think. With one simple install code, you can unlock movies, live sports, TV shows, even pay-per-view events completely free. No tech skills needed, and it works on any device. Even if you're using a Chromecast, Android TV box, Google TV, or even a mobile phone or tablet. I've helped thousands of viewers set up their Amazon Fire Stick, and today is your turn. Today, I'm sharing the exact install code and step-by-step process that lets you access this hidden world of streaming content without paying for expensive subscriptions. But before we begin, please take a second to hit the like button. It's free for you, and it helps me a lot to grow the channel and bring more content like this. Now, let's get into the installation itself. Disclaimer, this video is for educational purposes only. I'll skip opening these apps because YouTube policies do not allow me to showcase such content for obvious reasons. But I'll share why I believe they stand out and are worth downloading or at least testing. Now, before we get to the secret code installer, we need to get one essential tool installed on your Fire Stick from the Amazon App Store. Without this app, the secret code installer won't work. It's going to be our gateway to unlocking all that extra content. Now, guys, if you already have the Downloader app installed on your device and have developer options enabled, you don't need to do anything. Just stick around because we're going to install this in just a second and move on to the next step. Here's how to get it. Push left on your remote and move over to this magnifying glass icon. Then slide down and click your center button. Then it's going to bring up a keyboard, giving us the ability to search through the entire Amazon App Store for whatever app we want. We're searching for the app called Downloader, so we're going to type in Downloader using the on-screen keyboard. You actually don't need to type the entire thing. Once you see it appear in the results, just slide down and select it. It's going to take us to the Amazon App Store to this white and orange app. That's the app we're looking for, so let's go ahead and click our center button to open the download page. And now we're going to have the option to download this on our device. So go ahead and press the center button. The download will begin immediately. Now we're going to wait for the app to be installed. The app is completely free, and it only takes about 30 seconds to install on most Amazon Fire Stick models. It's just a simple tool we use to install files that aren't in the official Amazon App Store. Once it's done installing, you'll see an open button appear on the screen. Here's the important part. Don't open it yet because we need to do a few more things first to make sure everything works properly. We have to make some changes to the settings before we can use it effectively. So I want you to press the home button to return to the main Fire Stick screen because we're ready for the next crucial step, changing those settings I mentioned so the app can do its job properly. This is where we tell your Amazon Fire Stick to trust installations from outside the Amazon App Store, which is the key to unlocking all that extra content. So here's how to do it. First, we're going to navigate all the way to the very end to the settings gear, which is on the top right corner of your screen right here. Then it's going to open our settings. And then we're going to look for either my Fire TV or my device, depending on your model. On my screen right now, it says my Fire TV, but yours might be slightly different if you have an older device. Just scroll down and click on it. Once it opens, you'll notice that I already have developer options visible on my device. However, if for any reason you don't see developer options available on your menu, all you need to do is click right here on the About section. And here you will see your device name. On mine, it says Fire TV Stick 4K Max. Then what I want you to do is press the center button on your remote about 7 or 8 times in quick succession. Don't worry about counting exactly. Just keep clicking until you see a message pop up. You'll see a small pop-up appear at the bottom stating that you are now a developer. Or if it was already enabled, it will say, no need, you're already a developer. If you're using a different device like a Chromecast or Google TV, the process is similar, but the menus have different names. Instead of my Fire TV, you'll look for System and Settings. The developer options might be hidden under About or Build Number. The same clicking trick works, just keep clicking Build Number until you see the developer message. This might seem like a weird step, but it's how we unlock the hidden settings we need. Amazon doesn't make this obvious because they'd rather you only use their official apps, but developer mode is completely safe and won't harm your device. It just gives you more control over what you can install. All right, now that we have turned on the developer mode, go ahead and press the back button. And now we're going to see that the developer option has appeared on this menu. Now that we all have developer options, let's go ahead and highlight it and click our center button. The first thing that you're going to see is ADB debugging. ADB debugging lets your device communicate with other apps in ways that normal mode doesn't allow. All you need to do is click your center button one time and you can turn it on just like that. Now we're going to come down to install unknown apps. Now, guys, if you're using an older Amazon Fire Stick, your screen might be a little different. You might not have the ability to open or go into install unknown apps. You might only have the ability to turn install unknown apps either on or off. So if that's the case and you have an older device, just make sure that you turn on install unknown apps. But for newer versions, we're going to click into install unknown apps. And as you see right here, Downloader is on this list and it's currently turned off. We need to allow the Downloader app to install unknown apps from external sources. So all we need to do is click our center button one time and turn it on. This step is important because without it, Downloader won't be able to install the secret code installer we're going to use later. And with these settings enabled, you've officially bypassed Amazon's restrictions. Your Amazon Fire Stick is now ready to install apps from outside the official Amazon App Store, which means we can finally get to the good part, entering that secret code and unlocking all that extra content. The hard part is over, and from here it gets much easier. The good news is this process works on more than just Amazon Fire Sticks. Whether you have an Android TV box, Chromecast, Google TV, or any other Android-based streaming device, you can follow similar steps to do this. The exact menu names might vary slightly, but the core process remains the same across devices. So you just need to first install the Downloader app, then go into your device settings and enable or turn on the developer options. And finally, give the Downloader app the ability to install unknown apps from external sources. All right, guys, with Downloader installed and permissions set, you're halfway to accessing all that free content. So let's go ahead and click the home button on our remote because we're ready for the next step, which is downloading the secret code installer. This is a tool we'll use to install even more apps. The next thing that we need to do is go and find that brand new Downloader application that we just installed. The easiest way to find all of the applications on your device is simply slide over almost to the end onto that icon and click on it. This will bring up all of the applications that you have on your device. As you continue to install new apps, they always go to the very bottom of the list. So all you need to do is scroll down through the bottom and the very last app will be the Downloader. All right, go ahead and click on it. The first time it opens, you might be greeted with this little pop-up asking for permissions. Then we're going to click our center button to grant the permissions and then press our center button one more time and the welcome message will go away. All right, guys, so welcome to the Downloader app. As soon as it opens, you're going to see a simple interface with a blank address bar at the top. This is where we're going to enter the special codes that unlock access to apps not available in the Amazon App Store. So we're going to press the up button on our remote to navigate to the search bar, then click the center button. A keyboard will pop up, allowing us to enter a code to download this secret code installer. Now, guys, the code you're about to enter is important, but here's the thing. It's only part of the process. If you stop here, you'll be left with an app that doesn't do anything useful. Many people make the mistake of thinking the code is all that they need and leave, and then wonder why the app doesn't work properly later. After the download completes, you'll need to go through a quick setup process within the app itself. Without this step, you might have the app installed, but it won't function correctly. That's why some people comment that the app doesn't work when really they just didn't complete the full process. So now that we're all clear, go ahead and enter this code. So now that you have that entered correctly, just click right there where it says go. The Downloader app will then connect to a remote server and begin downloading the installer package. This usually takes about 30 to 60 seconds, depending on your internet speed. You're also going to see a progress bar across the screen showing the download status. Please don't interrupt this process or close the app while it's working. Let it finish completely before doing anything else. Once the download completes, your Amazon Fire Stick will automatically prompt you to go through the installation. Just slide over and click install. Once the installation is finished, what I'd like you to do is slide over and click done. By clicking done, it's going to bring us back here so we can delete this unnecessary file. So we're just going to slide over and click delete, then slide over and click delete again. We don't need this file anymore since we've already installed the app, and removing it frees up some storage space on our Amazon Fire Stick. Excellent. We now have the secret app store installed on our Amazon Fire Stick. Now, guys, remember that the real magic happens when you know which specific apps to install from the store. Some work better than others, and choosing the right ones makes all the difference in your streaming experience. The next step is showing you exactly which apps to pick for the best results. All right, guys, well, that's everything we need from the Downloader app. Let's go ahead and click the home button on our remote because we need to repeat the same process we did for the Downloader app before we can open the secret app store. And if you remember from before, the easiest way to change any setting is to slide all the way to the end until you land on this icon. Our settings then appears, and then we're going to slide down and click on My Fire TV, and we're going to open Developer Options. And then we're going to click on Install Unknown Apps one more time, and this time you'll notice that Unlinked has appeared on the list. Let's go ahead and click our center button and turn Unlinked on. We need to make sure that both Downloader and Unlinked are turned on for this process to work. And with Unlinked properly installed and all the necessary permissions enabled, guys, you've just unlocked the ability to install virtually any streaming app you want. The next step is where we're going to input that special code that gives you access to all of those hidden apps. Now, guys, make sure you follow each of the next steps carefully because missing just one step could prevent everything from working correctly. All right, let's go ahead and click the home button because we need to go and find that brand new secret app store that we just installed. And we're just going to slide over almost to the end and click on that icon. It's going to open all of our apps, and the last app that we installed always goes to the very bottom of the list. All right, let's go ahead and open Unlinked. Now, guys, when you launch Unlinked for the first time, you'll notice that it looks completely empty, just a blank screen with no content. This is normal because we haven't added any libraries yet. The library we're adding now will give you access to thousands of movies, TV shows, live sports, live TV, etc. So in this next step, I'll show you exactly what happens when you enter the secret code, how to install apps, and how to get everything set up. But before we continue, let me give you an essential tip.